Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome back to my hobby blog. Today I'm really excited because I just finished not only Water 7 and Enies Lobby, I hope I said that right, but I also finished the post-Enies Lobby arc. So I've been watching a lot of One Piece in the last, I guess, 2 weeks since I last did a video. So overall, I absolutely loved these arcs. I wanted to do a separate video for Water 7 as I was watching it, but then it ended with like such a big cliffhanger that I was like, okay, I need to finish this because I didn't want to stop and film a video about just the first half of the story because Enies Lobby is definitely part 2 of the story of Water 7. And I absolutely loved the first half of Water 7. I loved meeting CP9. I loved meeting Frankie's crew. I thought they were just so much fun. I love that entry, I guess, point that we get where Luffy and everyone else just goes into Frankie's house and just beats everybody up. I thought that was so fun. Luffy and crew are definitely leveled up after this arc, and they're just mopping the floor with everybody. And I love the world building around Water 7 as well because they have these sea mounts called Kugaras that they ride around on, and that's how they get around the city because it's all water. It's kind of like canals everywhere. And immediately, excuse me, immediately we get a lot of weird stuff going on with Nico Robin because she disappears and we don't know where she is for like a good section of the arc. I want to say like half of it, and she appears again trying to murder Iceberg, and I was very suspicious about that because I was like, why is she doing this? But then we discover that her entire backstory is one of tragedy and loss because she comes from an island of archaeology called Ohara, and everyone that she knew and loved were murdered by the Marines through a buster call, which is sort of like a golden transponder nail that has a button on top. And when they click it, it basically calls in all the bombs to bomb an island. And so Ohara is destroyed that way, and Nico Robin is the sole survivor of that incident. And no one knows what happened with that outside of the Marines. So there's a lot of intrigue and mystery surrounding this event. And we hear about how after this event, or before this event, there was a thing called the Void Century, which was basically an entire century of history that was not recorded or it was just missing. No one knows what happened during that time. And so Nico Robin's mom has been trying to discover that history, and she is killed in front of Nico Robin, and that was really upsetting. I really, really loved everything to do with Nico Robin in this arc. I thought it was very well done. It was very gut-wrenching seeing what Robin has gone through because I had no idea. I thought she was really cool, she was mysterious, but I had zero idea about any of this, and it was just such a gut punch. And that's what I love. I love when series make me feel very intensely about something. And it was just amazing. But I will say the second half of Water 7 was a little bit of a slog because it's getting to Enies Lobby by train, which was a lot of fun, but it was kind of like, okay, like let's get there. Like it seems like we're taking a lot of time through this arcs, and overall I'm okay with that because I've heard from my friend that like these early arcs Oda had time is what my friend keeps on joking about because there isn't any like slogging going on in the arcs later on. And so I'm really enjoying how fast paced this feels, but knowing that it even gets faster is so exciting to me. So I'm loving it. I'm loving One Piece. It's absolutely my favorite series of all time in terms of manga and anime and all that. But I really, really loved the location of Enies Lobby. It was so much fun. I love the idea of these giant gates, the gates of justice, that prisoners walk through, and that basically means the prisoners for the rest of their lives, and it's not good. And there's just this kind of like mad scramble to find Robin to rescue her because she's being taken because she was the last witness to the Ohara incident, and her captor, who is a really annoying guy named Spandam. I really did not like him. I thought he was really lame. I did not like him on my computer anytime he popped up. He was just really annoying. He was really theatrical and dramatic, and I don't know, he just really got under my skin, which I'm sure was deliberate. He is a villain. But his father's the one who ordered the Buster Call on Ohara. So that's sort of the big connection, is that Nico Robin needs to be saved and justice needs to be given for this event. And it's given when Luffy rescues her. And he even goes into Gear 2 and Gear 3, which is sort of this level up moment for Luffy, where he's able to pump the blood through his bodies to his feet and back up to his heart just really, really quickly. And the speed of that will build up enough to where his heart will explode. But because it's a rubber body, his heart doesn't explode. And instead it just activates like this level up. And he has like this awesome steam that comes off his body, and he turns purple. And he just beats the shit out of Lucci, which... This is a funny thing thinking about how I felt about Baroque Works, because I said Baroque Works as a organization I did not care about at all, but individually I loved, many of them. But with CP9, I feel the opposite, where I love the group of CP9 and how they all work together and all the powers combined and how they all, fight one-on-one with Luffy and the crew. And, that was so much fun, but individually, I didn't really care about any of them. I really liked Lucci. He's sort of like a tiger guy with a cool top hat, and he has a mouse that he speaks through, or a pigeon. And there's also Kaku, who I thought was really, really funny because he turns into this giant giraffe, and he fights people that way. And he's able to use his neck muscles to do whatever he wants because he has so many muscles. Giraffes can move the necks independently like that. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. The fights in these two arcs were so much fun too. I have zero complaints about the fights in these arcs. But I will be going on vacation here for the next few days until Saturday. So I'm really looking forward to that because I'm going to be taking a break from One Piece. I've been binging it a lot the last week or so. But yeah, I'm trying to think anything else. Post Enies Lobby was a lot of fun because we see new bounties being put up against everybody. Luffy now has a 300 million belly bounty on his head, which is a lot of fun. Everyone gets updated pictures. Chopper has a bounty even. We have new members joining the crew. We have Frankie, who's now part of Luffy's crew. And I love Frankie. I'm very happy that he's joining. We also have Usopp, who we thought was going to abandon the crew because he had a very emotional duel with Luffy. And I did not like that section at all. It was very upsetting to watch. But they came back together eventually, so I'm happy that happened. They did have to go through some speed bumps, But I'm happy to see that he's back in the crew. I really enjoyed the character of Kokoro, who is this like old lady mermaid who kind of gives us a lot of teases about Fishman Island, which is the ultimate sort of island that we're headed towards. Because from what I know, Fishman Island's the first arc post time skip. And I've heard that Fishman Island is sort of where everything goes down. So I'm really excited to continue on to the series. The next arc that I'll be watching is Thriller Bark. But before going, I guess, into my closing, I really enjoyed seeing Ace again, because we discover in the final few episodes that the main Marine Admiral, who I forget the name of. I've been binging a lot of One Piece, so names are just bouncing off my head right now. But the grandfather of Luffy, we get that big reveal, which is funny because that was in season 1 of the Netflix show of One Piece, and I forgot about that. I completely forgot about him being the grandfather of Luffy. And also revealed that Dragon is the father of Luffy. And that was a big reveal for me, because we've been getting whispers about this Dragon guy, and I really want more with him. So now that we know he's the father of Luffy, and we also know about Ace, who is the brother of Luffy, I hope we get a family reunion here soon, and that we get just the most emotional arc, because I've heard this series is very emotional at times. And I feel like that is a great family to really go emotional with, because they've been separated for I don't know how long. And they all have powers, and they're all really powerful, so we shall see. I don't really know what else to talk about. I'm just loving One Piece, obviously. I'm really happy I'm going through this series. I'm about a quarter of the way through, I think I've heard, which is pretty good time. So I think I'll be reading a lot the next few days. But yeah, I'm really excited going into Thriller Bark and the next few arcs, because I know each of them are about 10 episodes each. So I'll probably just binge through those and do one mega episode just like this one, because I find that I'm going through the series faster doing it this way. So I want to finish the series and catch up, so I can be part of the fun of, I guess, anticipating the final answers to the questions that I have. So thank you so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the day.